live to the Andy Mac Show, starring your host, Andy Mac. We're going to play some music for you to start things off with, and we'll be right back on the Andy Mac Show.
Night Owls 3, Syntax, Flavor Alliance.
The world's about exploitation, sexploitation. The media got us overloaded, we can't keep our concentration. Much less our morals, painting pornographic murals. This joint is like Sodom and Gomorrah. Nobody reads the Torah. Let's read Dora, the Explorer. Maybe she'll cure you from your ills. This whole planet gives me the chills, even though it's global warming. The Gulf of Mexico in my backyard storming. In the meantime, cats are swarming to get a piece of what we do. Authentic and true, a hip-hop focused ministry. Wow, that's new. Hey, let's send the camera crew.
We'd like to sign you for a reality TV show.
For real, we had the offers, we had to say no. I'm not convincible. It ain't about the flow, it's the principle. I'ma have to let you go. It's the principle. They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
It's the principle.
They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
I'm held to a higher standard above others, and not the one instilled from your fathers and mothers. To live a life of my struggle, a light in the tunnel. I break the status quo, use my rhymes as your muzzle. Keep your mouth shut when adults are speaking. You're not swift to listen cause your mouth keeps leaking. I'm sick of it, so many MC degenerates. Tag this on your brain so you always remember it. Stop burning CDs, save money for your pressing. Your clipboard ain't working, hey yo, it's depressing. You're lacking personality with no originality. You can't survive in the game by fault or technicality.
It's the principle. They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
It's the principle.
They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
For this song I consulted Solomon in 2 Chronicles 2:5. The whole chapter is ill, but what he's trying to build lies behind verse 5 on the real. Open up your books to the passages. Kids, the class is in, and I'ma quiz you by the time I'm finished rapping this. The whole idea behind what we have here is temple construction via flavor in your ear. I'm a contractor on the project, plus the incense that burns from the altar to His Highness. I'm following the principles of wisdom that's before me. Question, how is your life a testimony?
It's the principle. They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
It's the principle.
They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule. It's the principle. They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
It's the principle.
They try to talk me into it, I'm not convincible.
But everybody's doing it.
I'm individual. The paper chase is so residual. I can't fit your nonsense into my schedule.
Without a worry in the world, 8 years old, wild blue eyes and yellow curls, cuter than the button and always inquisitive, innocence in the flesh but in a sense ignorant to the whole predicament that began that night summer, followed by numerous other summers. Once a father's brother touched her every time that he would come to babysit, summer silent serenades with sexual relationships, and she never said a word, always kept it secret cause she trusted when he told her this would help her grow older. And over years all of the salt inside her tears would smear and mix within the sweat upon her uncle's shoulders. Is that real? Numb to the world cause now she can't feel the pressure of this anvil keeping her at a standstill. 16 pristine, so just imagine that by 18 she was faking multiple orgasms as a living, cause nothing's ever given. And then she learned quick when uncle was sent to prison, leaving her stuck inside her own distortion of her lifestyle, covered in her anguish behind an inviting nice smile.
Life is like a boomerang, fill your void with her new pain, from emptiness, sorrow
How much would it be to spend some time with you, huh?
I don't think you could afford it.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
You know you can try me. And Johnny was an ex-drifter, now Tone on the father. Starving musician on the side, and the first time he saw her, he thought she was beautiful. So we watch her every day, caddy corner from his cubicle, wondering. Summertime heat waves sweltering, and she was sheltered in strangers' arms. Wouldn't ever take it wrong to pray to save from home. And every night the lonely shadows would hear him play his song, written with the melody of the thoughts of her walking, and the harmony embedded in all of her soft skin. And he waited, time to till the day that he approached her, swallowed his pride and came closer. Told her she was the prettiest thing he had ever seen in his intricate dreams. If ever there was a queen, spent the night with her and promised her everything, knowing in his heart that he would have a heart by any means.
Life is like a boomerang. Fill your void with her new pain. From emptiness, sorrow flows. We're all together now. Locks of a feather now. You see the lights, a ricochet. Aim for the guide, infect the brain. And now our heart is as old as yours. We're all together now. Flocks of a feather now.
So 6 months go by and Johnny don't know why Jenny can't seem to show the love that he shows night after night. When she comes back from the street lights, as her last trick rolls by, he finds her so high. And so he joins his lover in the place where they don't cry, and she don't lie, making love till he's bone dry. But he don't know she's killing those emotions that choke like a vice. So he's the painter with the nickel plated 4-5, torn up with a needle in his arm, keeping her warm and too far from where he started from. He'd asked her if she loved him, all she did was give a smile, and that sufficed for a while. Then one night she found him sitting naked, shivering with his guitar in a trance, playing her a song as he asked her to dance. And Jenny wasn't gonna pass up on the chance, but before she could accept, she saw the blast from his hands. And not a second later, Johnny's body hit the floor. Then Jenny hit her knees, vomiting from what she saw. Scattered brain matter, blood sprayed across the wall, on the note that read that if she loved him, there was one more.
Life is like a boomerang. Fill your void with her new pain. From emptiness, sorrow flows. We're all together now. Locks of a feather now. Receive the lights, a ricochet. Aim for the guide, infect the brain. And now our heart is as cold as yours. We're all together now. Flocks of a feather now.
I guess sometimes you just never know. 'Cause whatever you cast off in this life, karma can bring it back tenfold. So the question is asked, which side of the line do you choose to stand on? 'Cause whatever your answer may be, you just need to prepare to deal with the consequences. 'Cause there ain't no running from them.
That was just a wonderful, wonderful old song. On the Andy Mac Show, we try to play songs, like I said, that aren't really played on the mainstream. That's how we get a lot of listeners that like to hear what we got to say, because we play shit that nobody else wants to play. That rhymes, doesn't it? I try to stay visual in this motherfucker. Anyway. Oh, man. What a great show we got tonight. I've been asked, and I'm going to wind up doing a big deal. I've been holding out and waiting for the good opportunity to come along. And it finally did. I have been asked by an affiliated company with Viacom, and if anybody knows who that is, that's the big mother of all companies via radio. They own NBC. They own it all. Movie companies, etc., etc. Anyway, I was asked by this, an affiliate of the company, that does work for them, and a lot of their radio work and a lot of their radio shows. I was asked to do the Midnight Hour radio show. It's a big show. I mean, we talk to a lot of stars, a lot of people that are up and coming in the business. Not so much like this. It's more or less like, you're talking to like real Hollywood and real, real people. Not like sitting on here doing rants and shit. And it's going to be a little bit of a change for Andy Mac, and I'm definitely going to still do Spreaker and all that kind of stuff too. But I'm just letting all my listeners know, we're going global. As I already expected to. This doesn't mean that we're affiliated with some fucking crazy shit and conspiracy theorists will go off and be like, oh, well, that's how Andy got famous. No, there's no soul selling around this bitch. There's none of that happening here. I just went ahead and, I spoke to a very hip individual on the subject, and we came to a conclusion that we could do a lot together. If our companies, came together and did some work. Me here in Key West and him out in the Midwest. It's a very good opportunity for both of us, as well as Viacom, and we're all looking forward to the deal. Anyway, that just goes to show you that a dude that broadcasts on Spreaker can actually fucking go the distance. I don't see any of my friends, whether it be from fucking middle school or elementary school or high school, none of you motherfuckers have ever gotten a chance to ever work for Viacom. I don't give a shit what kind of actor, actress you say you are. Who cares? Okay? The point of the matter is that you gotta stay vigilant. If you don't, stay grounded and vigilant and know what you want to do and get sucked up by that fucking limelight, man. It'll suck you in like an undertow. And a lot of guys in the radio industry and Hollywood industry and all that kind of shit are saying that right now because it's some bad shit going on in Hollywood. I've said this before in shows in the past. I've said this. It's bad. I'm not going to sit here and mention names or anything like that. But they know who the fuck they are. Weird motherfucking people. Ritualistic, weird-ass fucking people, and we're not any part of that here on the Andy Mac Show. We're here for entertainment, and we're here to do it upright. Play some good music, keep you guys all entertained, and see where we can go from there. Then be as, logical as possible. Anyway, here's some more songs here on the Andy Mac Show with your host, Andy Mac, kicking it real one more time, and we'll be back right after this.
Pressure whip. Pressure whip. Live and direct, worldwide, you don't want it. We rollin' like that Daytona 500. So we keep dead sober, hella drunk, I'm mad running. Turn the music battle, rack the phone and track the pressure. Well, oh my God, here we go again, and it's by the MC coming, shredding up the sediment. Revving up, engines up like mud. And just for the record, LD's on the cut. And if you haven't figured out the style by now, you can tell the sound gotta go and make the mic loud. I got that octane, 1,000 miles per hour, so bang it on the edge until your back cramps out. We got that whiplash, drop it whip fast. Now see the scene if the cops is dispatched. It's that whiplash, yeah, that whiplash. The kind of rush you keep it hungry to get cash. We got that whiplash, drop it whip fast. Now see the scene if the cops is dispatched. It's that whiplash, yeah, that whiplash. The kind of rush you keep you hungry to get cash. And drop the top, hit the gas and accelerate. We get the speed and sound, bound 40 in the state. Now make it vertebrae, shake like a heavyweight. And tell the DJ on the cut that they can turn us with no. Go flow with your know, getting with the pick and roll. Trigger throttle on the open road like a criminal with top gear is critical. So I can never put my brakes on an uptake or passing up a vehicle where people always